Welcome to Guided by Love, the podcast. I'm Nick Place, the producer and host of this show. Today is the first of two mini introduction episodes. This new podcast is a companion to the book Guided by Love, A Minister's Thoughts on Love, Hope, and Justice, written by Reverend Rebecca M. Bryan, the settled minister at First Religious Society Unitarian Universalist in the beautiful seaside town of Newburyport, Massachusetts. Each episode of Guided by Love will begin with a discussion with Reverend Rebecca about our featured sermon, and then we'll hear the full sermon as heard in the service in which it was delivered. I look forward to sharing this time with you. And now, here's Reverend Rebecca.
Hi, and welcome. I'm Reverend Rebecca Michaela Bryan, the author of Guided by Love, A Minister's Thoughts on Love, Hope, and Justice. That book and this new podcast are dedicated to love. Love with a capital L, love that is real and ever-present. Love that brings a community together and guides us on our way. We as people will never realize the unifying power of love and community until we give ourselves to it and decide to dedicate ourselves to its shared values. At the First Religious Society Unitarian Universalist, we are a diverse body of believers and non-believers. We're so glad you're with us here on this podcast, whoever you are, whoever you love, wherever you are in your life journey. We find belonging in our shared promises to one another, to the world, to each other, to ourselves. We share in our promises and commitment to justice for all people, all beings, and the earth, and our promise or covenant to acting as a welcoming and inclusive community for all people, both in person and online, and you right now. What you'll hear in the coming weeks and months is my story, as it's been told over 7 years to the people that I've had the privilege to minister to lead, and to have the honor to love. Our relationship is one that was born in times of change and challenges. I started in my position in 2018, the first female minister in 300 years. Over those years, there's been a lot that's happened. The membership at the congregation that I serve, First Religious Society Unitarian Universalist, has grown continuously, even as we've lost a significant number of longtime members, nearly 100, who over these years have died. Through the pandemic, we sheltered each other. Through good times and bad, we opened our doors when people were fleeing from Afghanistan for their lives. A family of 11 people, a mom, a dad, and 9 children, lived in our parish hall when we were operating our church for the pandemic entirely online. They lived here. It's their home too. We continue, of course, to be good friends with them, and the great news is that they're now in their own home. They're now in their own home and a part of this community. Here, we've developed partnerships with other organizations and people who are all working together, and there are many working on the same issues of justice that we support. We sing, we laugh, we gather, and I hope that all of you listening find meaning in those things, knowing that you are part of our shared community if you believe in justice, if you sing, if you laugh, if you care. For all of those reasons and so many more, I am grateful. I hope that some of what we talk about each Sunday and that you'll hear in this podcast interests you. And for my beautiful people at FRSUU, may these sermons serve as a memory and a beacon of these first 7 years we had together. Thank you to our listeners at home. Welcome. We're glad that you are with us. And let's all together now join on a journey of love, hope, and justice.
Thank you for joining us on this intro episode. The next one will be released on Monday, September 22nd. The full episodes will begin Monday, October 6th, and will be released on the first and third Mondays of each month. We look forward to having you join us on this journey. Please make sure you subscribe to Guided by Love on your favorite podcast app. If you'd like more information about First Religious Society Unitarian Universalist in Newburyport, Massachusetts, please visit frsuu.org. That's frsuu.org. If you'd like to purchase a copy of the book Guided by Love, please visit your local bookstore and request a copy, or visit your favorite online bookshop. This episode is a production of FRSUU Newburyport and was edited by me. Thank you, as always, to Reverend Rebecca M. Bryan for sharing her thoughts and sermons with all of us. See you next time on Guided by Love, the podcast, and until then, be kind to yourself, live in peace, and return again in great joy.